Hey, how's it going? My name's David. I'm going to be your student physical therapist.
Hi, I'm Lamarcus.
Lamarcus, nice to meet you. What's your last name, Lamarcus?
Corona.
Corona. And what is your age?
I'm 19.
19. Okay. So Lamarcus, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you a few questions. We're going to take about 15 minutes with the questions part, and then we're going to go into more hands-on physical exam, and then a little bit of exercises possibly at the end. I'll be taking notes as we do this first part. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Lamarcus, have you done physical therapy before?
I have. It was a while back.
A while back.
Yeah, I was a kid at the time.
Okay.
I hurt my knee really bad, and I had physical therapy, and I don't really remember much of it just because it was kind of a traumatic experience for me.
Okay.
But it was really painful, is what I remember.
Oh
And
wow.
so I've been really afraid to come back to therapy. I didn't even want to come here, but my doctor said I need it. So.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Lamarcus, and I'm glad that you came in today. Hopefully, this time around, your experience with physical therapy is much more positive. I noticed that you're shaking a little bit with your knee. Is that related to a little bit of anxiety from visiting today?
Yeah, I'm just really nervous, and I'm kind of afraid.
Sure.
So I'm just.
Well, if there's anything that I can do to make this experience any easier, just feel free to let me know. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So Lamarcus, what do you do for work?
So I have a part-time job at Fiesta, Texas, and I go to SAC, the San Antonio Community College,
Okay.
and I'm a full-time student there. I'm majoring in fashion design. I want to make a really nice line of men's bow ties.
Oh, bow ties.
Yeah, I really like the whole just ties in general, and so I want to
Sure.
make really nice bow ties.
Oh, okay. I like wearing bow ties, so I might be looking you up in the future.
Hopefully, if I can make it big.
Yeah. Um, what are some exercises or hobbies that you do?
Um, I don't really exercise, but I do go out dancing with my friends. We have a pretty big group of rambunctious people, and we usually go out dancing,
Hmm.
a couple times a week to kind of just get the stress off.
Okay. And other than dancing, are there any hobbies that you partake in, either on your own or in the community?
Um, Not I go to church on
Church.
Sundays,
Okay.
but that's really it.
Okay. And as far as why you're here today, could you tell me a little bit more about what brought you in today?
So the doctor I went and saw said that there's like this thing right here,
Hmm.
and he said I sprained it. I think he said called it like a ligament sprain.
Okay. So it's on the outside part of your lower leg there.
Yeah, it's like right along here, and it kind of goes to like the bottom of this bump, and then it,
Okay.
yeah.
And do you feel any pain below that bump, like more
Mm,
towards the middle of the foot or the toes?
no.
No. Okay. And anything above that, so like your calf area or your knee?
No,
No.
nothing like
Okay.
that.
And anywhere else on your body, low back or anything like that?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
it's just in this little area right here.
Okay. And how would you describe the pain in that area?
It's kind of like it aches, and
Aches?
it's like it's not enough to like. Mm, I guess if I could you give me an example of like a word I could use,
Yeah.
like
So
something?
usually achy, dull.
Yeah, I think achy dull.
Okay.
Yeah, that like yeah that accurately describes how this feels.
Sure. And on a scale of 0 out of 10,
Hmm.
0 being no pain, 10 being the absolute worst pain that you can imagine,
Okay.
how would you rate your pain right now?
Right now it's at a one.
A 1 out of 10? Okay.
Hmm.
And how about at its absolute best?
At its best, I don't no pain.
No pain? 0 out of 10. And at its worst?
It can go up to an eight.
An 8. Okay. And in addition to the pain, are you experiencing any numbness and tingling?
No, nothing like that.
Nothing? Okay. What are some things that cause that pain to arise or flare up?
So whenever I'm walking out of my boot,
Mm-hmm.
going up or going downstairs, and then just walking around without my boot on.
Okay. As so the boot makes it feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean the boot helps, but it's so heavy to lug around.
Sure. Okay. Are there any other types of things that you do to alleviate the pain?
So aside from the boot, I like to dip my feet in Epsom salts and kind of soak them in there.
Okay.
That usually makes it feel better. And then at night, whenever I'm like done for the day, I'll prop my foot up on something high,
Okay.
like on the couch. You know, the arm of the couch. I'll be laying down on the couch. And I'll prop it up there or something.
Sure.
That makes it feel
So
nice.
elevating your foot.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you use any ice or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. And are you taking any? I saw on your sheet that you're taking Motrin. Or is that the only thing that you're taking?
Yeah. That's the only medication I'm
Okay.
taking.
And in the morning, how would you describe the pain, or how does it make you feel?
In the morning, there's a little bit of pain, and it's a little bit stiff.
Okay. Stiff. And throughout the day, how would you say that it feels?
It gets pretty bad. It get like midway through the day after I've been on it for a while, it starts really hurting.
Okay. And at night, how does that make you feel?
At night, the pain is still there, but it goes down once I, do my Epsom salt soak and I elevate it and that.
Okay. Let's see. And then on your form, I also saw that you had checked that you have sustained morning stiffness, which you described,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have difficulty sleeping due to the pain. Can you describe that a little bit more?
So sometimes in the night when I'm tossing and turning, I'll move it a direction that doesn't feel nice, and it'll start hurting and it'll wake me up. But usually I can just kind of like turn to a different position and I'll go back to sleep pretty easily.
Okay. And then also on your form, it looks like you forgot to check one of these sections here. Do you have asthma or bronchitis?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm sorry, I must have missed that one.
Okay. And then just to go over a couple more things on this form, no family history of cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, or arthritis?
Nothing like that. No,
Okay.
not that I know of.
And then I noticed that you checked yes for feeling down or depressed. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Um, yeah. So basically, um, I live with my mom and my grandmother, and I want to get out. I'm 19. I want to be out on my own.
Sure.
But they tell me that I'm not. They won't let me leave because they don't think I'm grown up yet. And then just since this whole ankle thing happened, I've just been really worried and afraid about my foot. Since I've had it in the boot for so long. Whenever I take it out, I've noticed my foot is like really weird looking compared to the other. It's like it's skinny and it's I just don't like the way it looks, and I'm really afraid that this isn't going to get better, and that I'm not going to get to go dancing with my friends, and then I'm not going to be able to go to school anymore, and that I'm going to have to lose my job, and I'm super worried about like all that stuff.
That's definitely understandable. Hopefully, some of the things that we can do in your plan of care will help fix your foot, get you back to dancing, and build up the muscle tone of your lower leg, and then maybe you'll be able to move out.
I hope so.
And then also down here it says that you checked no for smoking. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct. I actually do smoke. I smoke about a pack every 2 days.
Okay.
And I really want to quit, but it's just I'm really embarrassed that I'm addicted to smoking, and I don't know how to quit because all the options that I do look at they still have you on the nicotine, and I don't
Sure.
want to be on that.
Have you tried to quit in the past?
I have tried, but it never works. I always slip back into the habit.
I see. Usually, when people express that they want to quit at the
Hmm.
clinic, what we do is provide them with some resources that would
Hmm.
possibly steer them in the right direction to go ahead and quit smoking. Is
Hmm.
that something that you're interested in?
Yeah, yeah, I'd definitely give something like that a read.
Okay, I'll be sure to give you the materials at the end of our appointment.
Hmm.
And then it also says that you consume alcohol 3 drinks per week. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So whenever I go dancing with all my friends,
Mhm.
I'll usually have like one drink when I go out. I'll have like a really strong Long Island iced tea or something like that.
Okay. And has your doctor ordered any X-rays or anything like that?
He did order an X-ray, and he told me that there was no fracture.
Okay. And no CT scan or MRI or anything?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. And then Motrin, just to double check, Motrin is the only thing that you're currently taking?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I take that in the morning. I have like just the liquid Motrin. I just fill up the cap with however much it says for adults, and I just take it.
Okay. And then as far as the injury that you're here for today, could you tell me a little bit more about how that happens?
Do I have to? It's really embarrassing.
Um, I feel like by knowing how this happens, that it would provide a little bit more into a diagnosis, and then also thinking of exercises and things to
Hmm.
avoid for your plan of care. So the more you can share with me, the better. And
Okay.
if you don't want to, that's totally fine.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. I'll share. About 3 weeks ago, after hours at Fiesta, Texas, we were racing golf carts, and I took a turn too sharp, rolled the
Mhm.
golf cart, and twisted my ankle really bad.
Okay. Well, Marcus, I really appreciate you sharing that information with me. I know how hard it was for you to share that story, and I think that it will contribute to the overall picture and this process for you.
I hope it does.
So thank you. So for the ankle, was there any previous injury or anything on
Uh,
that side?
no, no,
No.
I haven't. I've never hurt my ankle like this.
Okay. What do you think caused the problem?
So whenever the cart was rolling, my ankle got pinned,
Hmm.
and as it got pinned, I was still moving, and it twisted me, and so whenever I like was still moving, my ankle was pinned, so it was just kind of like,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. Gotcha. Um, what are some of your goals or activities that you hope to get back to
Um,
through after physical therapy?
I just want to be able to walk around without pain.
Okay.
I want to be able to get back to dancing again. Um, and I just don't want to have to deal with this anymore.
Okay. And what are some of your learning styles that?
I definitely learn best by like doing.
Okay. So more hands-on.
Hmm.
Okay. What do you think will make that better in the long run?
I know one of my friends told me that y'all do this thing where you'll wrap it and you'll put ice on it and then it squeezes it. I heard that feels
Hmm.
really good.
Okay. So you'd like to get some kind of ice compression kind of treatment?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Lamarcus, I think I have the answers to all the questions that I need to ask right now.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and proceed to the next part of the appointment.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And scene.